Welcome to the academic year 2021-22. Geography Class 7. How seasons occur? Part 1. Before we begin the lesson, let me ask you a few questions, students. How does day and night occur on the earth? Look at this image at the right hand side of the corner. This is the image of the globe. If you can see this black colored semicircular shape, this is the axis of the earth. When the earth goes around this axis, it completes its rotation. The period of Earth's rotation. The next question, what term is used to describe Earth's revolution around the Earth? Sun. The orbital motion. If you can look at this image at the right hand corner, again, this is the orbital motion of the Earth, where when the Earth takes almost 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. You can see the Earth is moving in orbital motion and it's going around the Sun. Where is In which hemisphere is our country located? Our country is located in the northern hemisphere. Here is a question again. I read it out for you. What term is used to describe the motion, Earth's revolution around the sun? It's the orbital motion. How long does it take to do so? It takes 365 days, 6 hours. You can see here in the image at the right hand side above. In which hemisphere are we located? We are located in the northern hemisphere. You can perform this activity at home. You can take a plate, place clay into it and a ball, and try to move the plate. And when you'll move the plate, you'll see the ball is moving around the clay. I'm sure you will have these things at home, students. If you do not have a clay, you can take a red color lid of any container that you have, or even a red small quarter plate, or any red color object, a piece of cloth, or maybe a red color paper to represent the sun. And when you perform this, you'll come to know the orbital motion of the sun and the earth. Why don't the rays of the sun fall perpendicular at all places? This is the next question, students. You all might be wondering, because the earth is round in shape and not square. Hence, we cannot have the perpendicular sun rays falling at all the corners of the earth. Students, you'll have to complete an activity which is given on your textbook, page number 1. Once you complete this activity, after that we will continue with the rest part of our lesson. So we have just seen into the introduction of this lesson. The remaining unit we will be covering in our next class. Stay home, stay safe. Hoping to see you all soon. Thank you. Seventh Geography, How Seasons Occur. Lesson 1, Part 2. Let us revise. You were asked to complete Table 1 given on page 1 of your textbook. I hope, students, you have done it. Here is the image of Table 1 which was provided on page 1 of your textbook. Let us hear the geographical explanation to it. Now, you must have noticed that a change in the duration of the daytime and the nighttime from 19th of June to 28th of June. It takes 24 hours for the Earth to complete one rotation, as I had shown you in your first unit. It rotates from west to east, and the Earth's rotation enables us to measure the time in terms of day. During each single day, that is, during one day, we experience different stages like sunrise, midday, sunset, and daytime, as well as nighttime. Let us understand this with the help of the location of the sunrise and sunset on the horizon to carry out the activity given on the next page. Try this now. Here is an activity which you have to perform by yourself. It's a simple activity that you need to know how to perform it. Paste a large white cardboard on one side of your table and place a torch in front of it as shown in the figure, and it shouldn't move. Stand or a rod or a candle between the white paper as shown and a torch. Direct light beam of the torch in such a way that the shadow of the rod and the candle falls on the paper. Mark the position of the shadow on the paper and move along the rod of the candle from one side to the other slowly. Observe the mark of the position of the shadow that falls on the paper and note the changes on the shadow. As I've shown you how you have to try this activity. Geographical explanation. From this activity we will realize that the table changes the position. From this activity you will realize as the position of the table changes, the position of the shadow also changes. If the position of the sunrise and the sunset on the horizons are observed whole year, you will realize it keeps on changing. So let us understand the reason with the help of the next activity. Try this. Look at this image. Figure 1.2. You should be keeping your textbook open in front of you, boys, so that you know what we are doing. Now, this activity is to be conducted by yourself and throughout the year. Take a stick about 1.5 or 1.7 meter long as shown here and keep some distance and fix the stick of a wall that receives sunlight at the sunrise and sunset throughout. After your observation, mark the shadow for that date, and if the position of the shadow measured, note the distance of the earlier position that changes. And during this activity, observe the place of sunrise and sunset as well. After performing these activities, students, I hope you've understood the topic. Thank you.